All right, you are right up to the door. There's something furred on the other side.
What?
Pardon? Heath and
Suppose
Mickey?
we go in and kick some ass. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we just go in and start blasting. Yes.
No one is disagreeing.
Yeah.
Should we do initiative?
Sure, let's roll initiative.
Magnus, would you like Avi to be joining us? We just left you behind because you weren't here.
I probably would have. Oh, hold on. Actually, do I have any spell slots left? Great question.
How are you keeping track of them?
I'm keeping track of them on the sheet. I'm just gonna look
Then I'm pretty sure you
left.
had
It's okay. I'll keep
left.
it for now. Yes. No, I had 1/3 level left.
Shame. All right. And Carling.
Okay, so we're doing all right, numbers wise.
All right. Carling is going to very quickly note that the door is being blocked at the moment.
Mhm.
But has acceptable athletics. No, Carling can't quite push the door open. Free?
What are the windows along this wall? They might be easier to open.
You might have to break them open, but yes.
Well, windows going to be easier to break than a door. Where are the windows? I can't quite tell with the house blocked.
They're right over here
One
is
up
the
here.
first window.
Okay, that's just the first window. All right. Unless anyone has any objections, I think Freeze is going to try for the window.
Great.
For the window, for the wall. As I come up here and I peek in, is there anyone immediately in eyesight?
You do not see anyone immediately in eyesight.
Oh, yeah, the only bitches are over there by the bar. What would it be to... Can I just smack it with my mace?
Sure.
If I can't open it?
No, not from this side. This isn't Baldur's Gate, but Waterdeep has some crime. Okay.
I hit it. Presumably.
Roll damage. Excellent.
10 damage on this glass.
The window easily smashes open, and you can climb through it as though it is difficult terrain.
No, I cannot.
Okay. You smash this window open, and then it is Jex's turn.
Alright, hold on. I actually get some. Yeah, 25 to get here, and it would take 10 to get in there. So I think Jex is going to wait here and fucking wild shape into...
Giant hyena has 50 speed. You can always trust giant hyena.
Okay, chill out, guys.
Direwolf has 37 HP, which isn't bad, and also Pack Tactics, my beloved Pack Tactics.
Okay.
Oh, and 50 speed. So if he did that first, then he would have also room to get in.
So you want to turn into a direwolf.
I would like to become a direwolf.
All right.
Please and thank you.
I'm not immediately certain a direwolf could fit through a window.
Sad.
I mean, their profile is like, you know, like head to legs. They can jump. It's like they're just like tall. I think. I don't know.
Sorry. How do you guys think? Okay, can you picture this for a second? A dog trying to get through a window that's off the ground,
Jump.
straight through like some sort of fucking circus animal.
Have you not seen dog courses?
I'm more thinking about how it's big.
Rules as written. You can swim.
You can
I can scream.
Yeah, but this isn't a large.
You can scream. You can scream.
This isn't a large creature trying to fit in a medium space. This is a large creature trying to fit through a window.
Well, how big are the windows? Sometimes
Like-
windows are really big. I have huge windows right in front of me right now.
Okay,
There's
fine.
people are. There's
We'll say the window is large.
okay. Jex comes up at 25, 35. I scream.
Oh.
Oh, I can't control the wolf.
I'm trying.
My wolf, let me in.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh,
Who
I
has let
also
the dog
Action
in?
sweep.
You also what?
35. I cannot see, aside from what Free can see.
Oh, right. Does this dog have dark vision? It does not.
Jex had dark vision on him.
The
Does that
spell?
not carry over? Yeah,
That
because
will
Jex doesn't have
carry.
dark vision.
That
yeah.
will carry over. There you are.
Bark, bark. 35. 45. 50. And I think I will. My action was to wild shape, so I am here.
All right. For your purposes, I am counting this as a surprise round.
Because you love us so much.
Yeah, that's got to be it.
Where did Uli go?
Oh,
You're here.
wait.
For me.
Where are you in the? Oh, yeah, you're
Oh.
16. I don't know how that happened. You take a turn, Uli.
Get in here through the window.
Through the walls.
Can I see these guys past Jex? Like Eldritch Blast them?
Yeah, sure.
Great.
Bark, bark.
2 on
Uh,
each of
do you
those
have
2 guys that I
advantage?
can see.
Okay.
Because they're surprised.
Surprise doesn't necessarily give advantage. Yeah, so shoot your bolt.
Alright,
Shoot your shot.
so first 2 on the closer one. At the corner of the bar.
Yes.
Those hit.
Both of those miss as he ducks behind the bar.
Damn it. Alright, and then 2 on the other one. God damn.
The last one does hit.
Alright, that's something.
You hit in the back. You can barely make it out, but you have to aim for these Eldritch Blasts, and it's easier to see once this guy ducks down. Is this drow extremely scantily clad?
God damn it. Fuck it. God damn it. Fucking bonus action form of dread.
Okay!
I felt the vindictive in that bonus action call. As soon as oh,
7 for a hit point.
this is the reason why prison always packs goddamn banishment.
Yeah, great. Guy I hit, wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, okay. Are incubi immune to fear? Are they too horny to have fear? No, they are not. Okay, whiz save, you said.
Mhm.
Thank God.
That's a 20, I'm afraid.
God damn it.
Too horny to die.
Alright, that's my turn.
Alright, Free, it is your turn.
Was it not Culling's turn?
Carling is trying to push this door down.
Ah, I see.
Carling's athletics is pretty good, so.
Mm-hmm. I would like to throw some fire.
Cool, you do this.
Does a 30 hit?
A 30 hits, yes. You are throwing it at whom?
The important looking lady.
That's a dude. This guy's already been beat up.
Hasn't no,
We
That's
cannot
not-
gender drow correctly for the fucking life of us.
never once.
Faggot? Question mark?
I was going to say, before you shot, you might want to step in or this guy will have extra cover, but a 30 will hit regardless. He is ducking down, terrified, behind this counter, and you lob it over and manage to just, there's, a burst of flame over here, and you all hear a scream.
Incredible how physics just lets me arc a shot like that.
Yeah. Well, there's also magic. It's less of an arc and more of a weird swizzle. Sort of like if the embers of a fire sparkling into the sky could be told, "Hey, go over there."
Go get that guy.
And then I would like to duck if I can,
You may.
or even
Yes.
just I move out of sight.
I will allow this. Jex, you smell behind the counter, for starters, burning drow flesh, and then very quickly, someone skittering the fuck out of here.
Bark, 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 bark.
This guy dashes outside and yells the drow equivalent of "Mommy!" Yeah, he's gone.
Gone, or just out of sight gone? So I'll chase him.
You heard a door open and close.
Well, yeah, I guess if the party's downstairs and he's gone.
Yeah.
Jex has no particular feelings about any of these drow. Sorry, Uli. He is just going to bite to death, perhaps.
This drow turns towards you. This drow is also one of the guys you beat the shit out of outside already. And, Uli, you hear in Elvish, "You're attacking? Seriously? Leave!"
Yeah, fair. I bite him. That's not supposed to be.
23. This guy will parry to make his armor class 21, and will then take 14 piercing damage and die.
Amazing.
Can I use my little dog mouth and try and get the door open? Surely there's a handle of some sort that I can bite.
Give me a sleight of hand check with dog stats.
Alright. What do you mean a direwolf isn't proficient in sleight of hand? This is bullshit. 5.
Okay, so You had to hit 10 because I wasn't specifically going for open the hatch. It was open the hatch with your teeth. It's the same DC for everyone.
Hang, 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 hang.
Okay.
Well, I think I'm gonna stand on the door just so no one else comes out right now.
Yep, that's fair. Uli, it is your turn.
Great. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, just gonna come over here and hit this one.
Yeah, fair.
So
This
Carlin
guy's
can
like,
get in here.
yeah, this guy's holding the door closed and like barely even paying attention to you.
Bonk.
This all hits, yes. Okay, that's a lot of damage, but it is still up. It turns towards you and growls.
Wisdom save.
Do. That's a crit, my god.
Damn it.
Okay. That your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this creature is going to attack you. It feels very cornered.
It should.
It's in the corner.
Oh, it doesn't quite have its
maybe in the
Wounded
corner.
Fury ability. You should have done 2 more damage. You're like, you back up a little bit. It has to reach over the table a bit, and even with its arms, it can't quite get you. Down here, this guy says, if you think a large dog is outside of my comfort range.
We have to
Wait,
kill him.
gross! Die! Fuck.
Okay.
Whatever else we accomplish before dying, we have to kill him.
Rend asunder. Please.
Okay, however, interestingly, because
I don't
you're
think
a
I
beast...
know what reference he was making, but I don't think it matters.
What, dude? It wasn't really a reference. Yeah, don't worry about it. So, interestingly, you're a beast and you can't be charmed, so maybe it is outside this guy's comfort range. This guy's going to attempt to claw you and deals 8 slashing damage to your dog.
Ah, me dog.
And then this Quagoth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 runs up here to also attack this dog. That's 1 miss at the start and then 4 slashing damage afterwards. This Quagoth jumps onto the counter back here and is also attacking the dog. They're just ganging up. They love ganging up on people.
He's got fleas.
That's 7 more damage to the dog.
Well, Jex is mostly here to soak up damage while the rest of the party does other stuff.
You know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dash. Carling rushes past you. Carling's been kind of frenetic for the last little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What kind of ranged options do you have, Carling, again?
Look at you with big ol' eyes.
Carling will throw a dagger at not the Quagoth that Uli is. No, it has to be the one that Uli is fighting. Can't reach the other ones. And misses. Just tosses a dagger over there. Just trying to get in here. Freed, is your turn.
Free pokes her head back in. Quagoths aren't immune to fire or anything, right?
Not that you can tell.
Because I know we bought them last time, and I don't think they were I will throw fire at this one closest.
Sure.
13.
That will hit.
Hooray! 17 fire.
A small splash of fire immediately starts on its back, and it cries out and begins slapping at its back for a little bit. Anything else, Free?
No.
All right. Jax, it is your turn.
Jax is going to turn around and bite T head.
Fair enough. No.
No! He's on the other side of the bar. Is
Yeah.
that angle.
You flip around. There's already some things you were engaged with. You try to snap out, and it just leans back. It's already hitting the fire on itself. I imagine nothing else this turn?
Nothing else this turn.
Uli!
Bop, bop. Yeah, hitting this guy again.
Yeah, that makes sense. Is that a 12 to hit?
No, 21 to hit, 12 damage.
Oh, yeah, 21 definitely hits. 12 damage. Crunch! You smack
Thank
this thing against
goodness.
the wall.
Great. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, get down here. Hit this one.
Indeed. Yes. You also have a bonus action because you killed something this turn?
Yep. Ah,
The funny thing is that would have hit. Alright.
Oh yeah, you have flanking.
oh wait, yeah, flanking.
Roll
Oh,
that
Does
yeah,
that
down
count
again.
damage.
across the bar? Okay.
Go again. We'll say that was the first hit and you rolled a nat 1. Well, this 25 is definitely going to hit, but we'll see if you crit anyway. Okay. 8 damage.
So another 8 damage.
Still up, but this creature's looking heavily wounded. Alright. We shall continue to attack the dog. We will miss the dog with a net 1.
Bark, bark.
That is 2 misses on the dog. This Quaggoth is going to attack Uli. And it's all misses. Wow. Remember when you guys like
Amazing.
all
I
rolled
rolled
higher
my
than
shit.
20s?
This dog does not have crazy AC.
It's like all under 10. It's insane. Okay, Carling. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 is going to bonus action dash. Hold on. Let me check something. Yes. Okay. So, Carling is just going to climb over the table, dash, and be underneath Jax.
Little.
Carling is small. They can do that. They can fit here. And is going to attack the Quaggoth. And that's some good damage rolls. 17... 22 damage! Successfully takes out the Quaggoth!
Yeah. That's my spouse. I'm throwing more fire.
Naturally.
Quaggoth.
Yeah, this
Oh, that
Quaggoth
tire will
wanted...
throw spells.
Yeah, this Quaggoth was going to move behind the pillar, but then it got flanked. So now it's in fire and death.
And now Free is going to start clambering.
Cool.
That's 10, 15, 20.
Okay. Jex, it is your turn. Carling shows up over here, and this incubus says, "Hey, short stuff." Carling yells out over the room, "Free! If I asked how open our marriage was, would you understand that it was a joke?"
Not with that.
Not with that!
Not with that!
Incredible.
Holy shit.
Biting him at 10.
No.
No. Oh, I
You have
advantage now
advantage,
because my
yeah.
friends are here. My friends are finally here.
Friendship
Nah,
so beautiful.
my
Arr!
friends are here. Jex hears that interaction, like, oh, that's gonna get out. And I have to kill this thing before Hiswell, and then he tries it on him, and then Fillmore kills him.
All right.
I bite
This
him.
guy takes. It's halved. Dog begins to bite. Uli, it is your turn.
Alright.
I'm gonna move here just in case Uli wants to #get in on this.
Sure.
Yeah, I am gonna just, like, vault the bar here.
That's with your movement. Yes, you can absolutely get to that space you want to get to.
Get past Carling. Yeah. Hits you.
Oh no, I'm getting triple teamed. Ow! Ow! God!
It's less sexy in practice than in theory.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Oh no, what you got? Oh god! Oh god!
Oh, where are all these strapping adventures going to do?
Ow! Stop it! Oh god!
Okay. Zaldo here is going to.
Oh wait,
Yes.
hang on.
You have a crit, so that's another bonus action?
It's
Or is that a race thing?
brutal critical.
Brutal critical, and I believe you get a bonus action attack.
You do.
Yeah.
Great. So let me roll those extra 2d8. Great.
Yeah, great's a word for it.
And then one more.
Okay.
We're doing good.
Hey Uli, lethal or non-lethal?
Lethal. Uli, like, vaults the bar, like, gets around Carling, just starts slamming into... just so fucking pissed off. After every time we've run into this motherfucker.
This is the other guy.
No, Uli is like...
We're racist now. Besides the joke.
Uli is like, you are friends with Esphir, and you are the same.
That's
Like-
probably true.
Lethal.
All right. Yeah, there's a crunch, and just immediately Icar starts falling all over the place.
Yuck.
And
Go
Zaldo
upstairs now.
is dead. And if you so wish, you can all begin to immediately try to head down stairs. You can maintain your form of dread.
Yes. Well, that was my turn, so. Carling.
Yep, Carling's gonna pop up at this door. Okay, come on. And we'll jump down here. Yeah. The door is open. Carly says, "Yep, we'll need help."
Shit.
Okay. Are any of those gonna hit? Yes, okay. And... yes, okay. A bit of damage has been dealt. How nice. Alright, Free, it is your turn. Hold on, actually.
Okay.
Sorry, I need to roll the initiatives.
Ah, okay. I'll start moving free then.
Yeah, you can... okay, you can still move free
20.
around.
Hey, SB, how many goddamn incubi were in that roll?
Oh, no, sorry. I was just...
Never move your thing off it.
yeah.
Okay, thank God. I was like, wait, what the fuck is going in our basement right now? How?
Oh, that's how they're
Hello?
desecrating it.
Oh, that's how they're desecrating it.
Alright, let's get rid of that. Alright, Free,
Alright,
you've... boop, you're there.
Here's where we die.
Free, you pop down into this room.
Mhm.
You note that you see an extremely wizardy-looking dude that you guys have all interacted with once before. Not shocked if you don't recognize him. A large, glowing red circle around him, and you watch that as this circle is... whatever this casting is happening, the ceiling above him is cracking open. Yes, some of you might recall this as Driven Freth, the actual eldest member of House Freth, but not the matron, because he's a dude.
Mm-hmm.
And...
your ass will never be Groth Bainry! Your ass will never be Groth Bainry! Boo!
okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, you see that the stone ceiling above him is cracking open slightly, just almost as a side effect. And you see over to the side here, currently being swashbuckled at by Carling, is a very large four-armed creature. It's
Oh,
like...
look at that thing.
the skin color is actually kind of similar to Drow, and as is the hair color, but like nothing else really seems to fit. Anything else you'd like to do, Free?
Can I give a ponderance about what the goal down here might be? It is probably beyond me,
Did you
but
dash?
this seems to be like...
Did you dash to get
nope,
here?
I just moved regular.
That would be an Arcana or Religion check.
I will definitely try religion.
Okay.
And
You can't quite determine it, I'm afraid. It's some weird magic circle thing.
well, we'll try and stop him.
You could try to yell at this guy and ask.
What do you want with our house? He probably won't. I don't know if he'll understand common.
He's talked in common to you before.
I don't know
he
this guy.
Turns. Yes, you. I was informed that this place belonged to you. I don't care about the house itself. In fact, the ritual will... he looks up at the cracking ceiling. Will probably damage the upper floors. The material you use up here made from trees is very fragile against this stuff. You should really use more fungal forms of construction. Regardless, the hallow set up here will allow us to control the flow of demons once I open up a portal to hell. And I'll say he's done
Demons
enough
don't
bragging.
traditionally come from hell.
The Abyss. There's a difference between hell, the nine hells, the Abyss, Gehenna, Carcery. Jax, it is your turn.
You stunned the nerd in a series of pedantics. A genius play.
Now he has to prove himself and list every layer of hell.
He lists
I
every
use my
layer of the
special action
abyss.
Scream.
They're not different layers of hell. They're different under. Okay.
This is how we can win.
This is how we can win.
Okay. This dog pops down here. Jax.
Yep. Sorry, Carling. I think I have to try and bite this guy so we can get to the.
That
Bite
do be
him.
how it is.
And bite him.
Oh, that will hit.
Strength save.
Indeed. Shouldn't have rolled low, dude, with all of the abilities around attacking first. Oh, strength save. God.
Are
Prone.
you a deck base?
Prone.
Yep. Yay! Unfortunately, it's very crowded down here.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to get really down here.
Downstairs.
That's 1, 2. You move here.
Yeah.
So that's 3.
Yeah,
You
there's
have
not
to
really
end your-
anywhere for Dex to move except
So-
back up.
You have to end your turn somewhere that isn't on someone else's space.
Yeah, hang on. Okay, so 4. Is there more wall here? Where's that? That's just Jax. Get
Yeah,
past
that's
Jax.
just Jax.
Great.
It's just Dex all the way down.
5, 6 into the corner. Come on, man. My keyboard is broken.
You've maneuvered successfully.
Oh. I've maneuvered successfully. Hit this a big fucking thing.
You do this.
Do 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 do. Shouldn't still have advantage up, so
That hits.
29 and 28.
Yeah. That's 30 damage on this thing. Are we going to learn if it can feel fear?
Well, let's see.
What's the DC?
17.
It gets an 18. Wow, they've been rolling really well on this. I'd rather
Yeah.
they rolled better on attacks.
No, this is good. This is fine.
Alright. This guy is going to stand up from prone. And say to Zornaz, I would advise getting back for this. And... Dum dum dum. It's going to be a miss on the second hit, but the first one will hit. Make a con save, Direwolf.
And
No. Okay, hold on. You're about to take a lot of damage from a sneak attack.
alright.
With, added poison, because drow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so... You have taken a total of... Ugh, math. Gross. I'm sorry, I love math. I apologize. Okay, so you're going to have to go into... How much health does Jex have?
Jex had 13.
Because you're gonna take 43 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Jex is unconscious on the floor.
Yeah. Well, that's what Jex was here for.
You did great, Jex.
Bark, bark.
All right. That's his turn, and he will jump forward to melee 3. Sornoz is going to peek out from around this corner and shoot Carling. That will hit. Carling will take 8 piercing damage, and then Carling will have to make a very important con save.
Yeah.
Carling successfully makes the con save, is not poisoned or unconscious. Sornoz ducks back behind the corner. All right. If you, Driven over here, if you don't mind, my sister will be very upset if she, and when he says she, he motions towards this creature, if she gets killed. So, by all means, please stop that. And he's going to cast Time Stop.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the maximum amount of turns. All right.
All right, so we're hanging out.
Yeah, give me fucking a while, all right? Okay.
All right.
Fuck.
Jesus.
How about we all go into the other bathroom breaks, snack break.
I'm trying to be as fast as I can here.
No, take your time. Wow, hey, I think, to some degree, in the divination practice of Tumblr dashboard. So, Icewind Dale.
Always been
Looking forward to
Dale.
it. It's been snowing for a whole week here, so I'm in the mood.
Oh, I so get that. I mean, might as well. Hey guys, how you doing?
I'm doing
Bad, it seems.
All right, and oh my gosh, I still have 2 more turns.
Jesus Christ.
Crazy. I don't think he can even use them.
just hangs out. Sucks his own dick while he's at it.
All right. Okay. Okay. So the last turn, he can just attack something. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, he fucking would. All right. Okay. He pops up with a cone of cold, and I'm going to need both of you to make saves against that. Jex will
Constitution
take
saves.
con saves, and Jex will take one failed death save.
Jesus.
We're doing great out here. Thing is that it kind of came out of nowhere.
Literally. Yeah, he just appears here suddenly. There's three of him. There is a glowing cold shield around him, and you think the air is kind of moving in an odd way. There's like a shimmer in the air. Carling actually successfully made that con save, so Carling will only take half of this damage. Yes?
So
Remind me
does
what
Free
everyone's
get?
health is at.
I was just wondering if Free gets a reaction.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, I was just trying to decide who I'm using it on. What's
Yourself.
Carling's health at?
Yourself.
Yeah.
Yourself. Sorry, was that a
Yeah.
question we were answering?
Listen, if anyone was really low, it
Okay,
might
No,
so,
if anyone was really low, I would still want the healer to be up.
okay, so Carling makes the save, and the total amount of damage is 46.
Does Carling still have an uncanny dodge? Oh, does Carling have uncanny dodge?
No.
But that's an attack. Never mind, don't worry about it.
So Free will take 23 then, yes? To react against it.
Yes.
Elemental
So Free
resistance,
takes
yeah.
23. Uli, you took the full damage, and Carling with the save is barely still up. And you also see that as this happens, Zeron is frozen to death. He was in that. He doesn't make it out. He's a
Edible,
frozen
actually.
statue in front of you now. In the back here, Uli, you understand. Actually, everyone can kind of understand the sentiment of a. Actually, Sornos is hiding behind the corner. He hasn't seen anything. All right. Then this guy will take a step back over here, and it is Carling's turn. Carling breathes kind of heavily. And is going to quickly say, no, Carling is going to. Who had that last healing potion?
Well, he has it.
Carling will say, I can give it to Jex.
Sure.
Okay. Carling is going to feed Jex the superior healing potion.
Mm-hmm.
So, woof. Okay. That's +4. So Jex comes back with 18 health,
Nice.
and I believe Jex was at 18 in the initiative order as well.
Hooray. Jack opens his
And
eyes, looks at Carling. You look like shit.
you look like the sort of thing that shit would shit out. And then Carling is going to, I believe you can bonus action disengage. Yep.
Carling, please get out of here.
Carling is going to disengage and is going to say, is Carling going to disengage? You brave, dumb halfling piece of shit. um, Carling is going to duck into this corner.
Oh my god.
Brave, dumb, halfling piece of shit. Jack says verbatim.
Yeah, sorry, no, Carling got over here and helped Jex up and was then making a move to go up the stairs and then turned back and saw Philomore over here and is going to stay. And
Free
then
feels weary.
Big fucking thing turn.
yeah,
This fucking thing turn.
it bites Carling and misses. It claws Carling and misses. That's 3 misses on Carling. Oh my gosh,
Incredible.
you can roll so much better than this, honey. Okay. A bunch of misses. Free, it is your turn.
Mhm. He's still in the process of casting his what the fuck ever, right?
He doesn't seem
Would
to be
dispel
focusing
magic
Ooh.
would that
Dis-
do anything? Because I don't entirely know what's going on with him, what he's doing.
You can't be sure. It's a possibility. Sorry, I mean, you didn't roll super great.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just distracted also looking over Hallow spell. He said that he was summoning demons. Isn't in extraplanar interference explicitly what we chose for the Hallow thing?
Well, it's possible that would assist him in, that's what he wants because that will stop demons from coming out whenever they want. And you do also sort of think, hey, shouldn't it also mean that demons never come out? But also this guy is many, many centuries old and has spent all of his time on
Yeah.
wizardry. So, it's one of those wizard bullshit things where it's I have my ultimate shield. I have my ultimate shield breaker spell. Well, I have my ultimate shield breaker spell shield.
Yeah. uh,
We all hate wizards.
I want to just try to spell magic on what his bullshit is. I don't know if that'll work if he's because he's not summoning anyone right now. Yes, but he does have his weird red glowing what the fuck ever.
Yeah. It seems more like something he's in the process of doing, but yeah.
So just spell magic, would he have to start from scratch? Maybe. Man, I wish Parisian was here.
Yeah. You might have to start from scratch, which could spare you some time, but
Yeah. I mean, I'll try that. I would like to cast a spell magic on the red wizardly bullshit.
alright.
I would first like to go up the stairs so I'm out of line of sight in case of counterspell, because I don't have to have sight, I believe, for dispel magic. It just has to be within range.
I swear to God. I thought more spells you had to fucking see what you were doing. Okay.
I love you, Don. I love you to spell magic. I go just far enough up the stairs, however far that is, to
Sure.
not see that fucking thing.
What level spell is this?
It is third.
Okay.
So I'm probably gonna have to roll real good. But I mean, what else am I gonna do? Fight him? We'll die. I'll do that also.
Unispell magic, Uli and Jax. You note that from around the direction that Free would be in, from where she stands up, there is a whoomp that seems to hit the weird sort of shimmering air around him, and then just completely dissipates.
The weird red bullshit's gone?
Nope. He's got something in the air that stops the dispel magic.
Okay, well, we got rid of that at least.
His mirror image is still up. Jackson Uli, can you give me your intelligences? Or your Arcana specifically?
Dex Arcana is a flat
okay.
0.
Yeah, let's see. 1 plus 1.
All right. Carling, you're not wise. Are you smart? Okay, Carling is decently smart.
Yeah, Carling's smart.
Carling notes that it doesn't look like the Dispel Magic got rid of something. It looked like something stopped the Dispel Magic completely. All right.
Interesting.
You gonna stay up there, Free?
I mean, I fucking might as well stay up here on the ladder for right now, right?
Yeah.
And not get eaten to death by this thing.
Yeah. All right. Jex, it is your turn.
Dexter.
You're prone, but you use half your speed to get up. I'll just assume this.
Yeah. Why do you want the octopus so bad, Kiki? It's not gonna do it.
The
Think
octopus is
needs
really
water.
bad. Kiki, get out of here.
What kind of check would I have to do to lay on the ground as an octopus out of water and space?
Okay,
I'm not
I
sure
will
that
also
would do
hold on. I will also note on the stat block, ink cloud. A 5-foot radius cloud of ink extends all around the octopus if it is underwater.
Yeah, what if I spit it?
There's no spit it. That's not how the ink clouds work.
Just can I interject for a moment?
Yeah. What are your words of wisdom?
Octopus excels solely at being grapple thing outside of water, and only if you can accept not moving and only grappling within your range.
I don't think this is a wizard, so we don't really care if he's grappled or not.
Neither does he.
Understood. I go back to my hole.
Yeah, it's okay. Stop trying to talk about octopuses. It's really bad. Kiki, get out of here. What are we turning into?
One day. I might just wolf it up again.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. You don't have to do
Yeah.
something else.
He was just so excited for the octopus.
And she was wrong.
I wolf it up again.
But we love her. Wolf. Alright. Do you want to move at all or anything? You can't. You kind of can't. Sorry, I shouldn't have
Am I
even
able
suggested
to
it.
scream? Or no, there's a guy in there, right?
Yeah.
By this guy.
Sick?
Was wild shaping not your action?
Yeah, that's an action. Sorry,
yeah.
you're not a circle
That's right.
druid. Alright. Uli, it is your
I
turn.
hang out here.
Yep. Hit this thing.
I would say the wizard is more of the problem here.
Well, yeah. But, well, let's see.
Yeah, now that there's a path here because that guy's dead.
Yeah, sure, I'll get in melee with 2 motherfuckers.
Alright, this is happening.
Swing on wizard.
Alright. Hold on.
Hmm.
You know this whole song and dance. You get
Mhm.
rid of
Image.
one of his mirror images.
Great. Swing on wizard.
Okay. It has to roll high, right? Yeah. You get rid of another mirror image. 2 are gone.
Alright.
Well,
Fucking wizards.
Does this guy still have frost shield on?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe that only affect. I was about to check, but I believe that only affects.
it
Yeah, it's
actually
only
hits
if you
him.
hit the guy. Okay.
All right. Well, that's my turn, I guess.
Sarnaz flinches when you pop over here, but is going to attempt and hit you with a short sword. And miss.
Hey, guy, what are you here for?
He was emotional support for the guy that was killed by Driven Freth. Man, this is such a weird move, but I do kind of want to do it. Alright. Yeah. Um, 4th level magic missile. And so that's 6 different little missile things. 5 of which will go to Uli. And that's cast field. Uli, you take 19 force damage. And the other one whizzles around, and Carling says, "Okay, something I didn't tell you is we need to make it till," and then Carling is hit and goes down.
Etsby, how could
Yep.
you do this?
Was Uli raging?
No,
Uli
outrageous.
ran out of rages
Ah.
ages ago.
Carling will make a death saving throw. In secret.
Secret.
This creature begins to fight the dog. Okay. Dog's AC is 14, so one of these attacks does miss, but you will take a total of 29 damage.
Who was that for?
Jets.
29 damage.
Free, it is your turn.
Okay, well, I gotta figure out what we need to.
Oh shit, that was technically the top of the initiative. Hold on. We can roll. The ceiling cracks a little more. You
Yeah.
heal Carling up?
Yeah.
Alright. Carling breathes up. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm up. Carling is prone for
What were you
now.
saying?
Oh. Carling's standing up real quickly to attack this thing. Let's try to make it until dawn. And
About how far away did dawn seem when we were up there?
sky was red. If the sun can rise, should be soon. Should be in the process. Okay. Anything else, Free?
That was my action.
Okay. Jax.
And bite this thing with advantage.
Okay. That will hit. And it makes a strength save.
Yes.
Yes, it makes the save. It's pretty beefy. I will say
Yeah,
also,
I
Free,
imagine
you
it
have
had
a
plenty of legs.
For you have a high enough insight to note that this guy like tried to freeze over this whole area, killed who you were pretty sure was a loyal operative, just to try to make sure that this creature didn't get too hurt,
Hmm.
which is a little odd. Uli, it is your turn.
It's time for a game of Hit That Wizard.
Ba-ba-ba-da! Okay. The first one actually hits.
Great.
Yeah, there's a frost shield.
Uli doesn't know what Frost Shield does.
Okay, so that's 11 damage to this guy, and on the first hit, you will take 9 cold damage.
I'll have that.
Now Uli knows what Frost Shield does. Second
Yeah.
attack on big monster.
Okay,
I'll have that 9 because I don't. Hopefully, I don't know. There might be other bullshit
I mean-
going on, but
this guy might get his turn soon, but yeah, sure.
You have it.
yeah, I don't
so
know how many elemental
plus.
spells he's got.
Put
Yeah,
Oh,
you hit
five
big
back.
monster.
Do I get 5 back then, or?
Yes, you get 5 back.
Okay, great. I hit big monster for 15 damage.
Okay, yes, that will do it. That will hit. The creature's looking pretty bad.
Wait.
Oh yeah, I have hit both of them. Wisdom saves.
Is it everyone or just one person a turn?
Let me see. Once during each of your turns. So, wizard.
Okay. 14 does not successfully make the save.
Frightened.
Yeah, this guy just takes a step back. Says, "Kill the dwarf!" And Zornez goes, "Yeah," and swings and misses. Zornez a CR1 quarter creature. Okay. You have successfully made this guy scared. Yeah, this guy is scared. So Uli, he is going to Finger of Death you. Make a con save.
Okay, hang on. I have inspiration, so we're just gonna do that.
Yeah.
Okay. You successfully make the save, so you'll only take half damage.
Uh-huh.
Finger of Death deals 7d8 plus 30 damage. So this is a 50 damage attack of necrotic damage, and you only take 25.
Great. So I am down.
Alright. And this guy will focus back on what he was doing. And Carling will get up. And this creature's standing here. Carling will take some swings on it. And it's a miss. That's a 1 hit. And it will swing on Jex. That's a miss. 7 slashing damage to Jex.
Oof. Ouch. I 1 HP.
What the fuck? Oh, sorry. That was the first one was minimum damage, which was 7, and then the next one was maximum damage, which was 21. I was
And
shocked
that'll
that that
eat
was.
through the.
I was
Was
shocked that
it
that was the
8?
save attack. Yeah, this happens again. Okay. Oh, also top of the initiative. Okay. Jex goes unconscious. Add turn. Um, top of the initiative again with Carling. And Carling is going to turn to Free and say, maybe we should just get out of here. I think oh right, top of the initiative. The ceiling finally cracks open and wooden paneling from the floor above begins to fall down a bit into the basement.
Oh, Frey comes up and heals Uli, first and
Oh,
foremost.
all right. I'm going to counter that spell.
Damn.
And yeah. Carling's gonna say
No,
maybe
you can't drag Uli with you because Uli will rise up the next turn and kill your ass.
that's only if you
Yeah,
kill someone with
you should
instant
leave.
death.
You should maybe leave Uli.
Yeah. Carling's gonna say mate I
Like
don't
maybe you two go.
like we might still be able to get Nikos and Reeds before the place is completely destroyed.
Hmm. The fate of our house, and also a bunch of
Heath?
yeah. Just looking at wow, it's just me and my 4th level spell slot against the
Carling is also here at 10 health.
at 10 health. Well, we knew this might happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're sitting here in the basement. Things are all falling apart again. Maybe you can grab some of the lighter people and run out.
Do we have lighter people?
Jax?
Jax is kind. I guess Jax isn't as tall as Free and probably a fair bit wider.
Yeah. Yeah. This this is definitely the most
Definitely not
people.
Rochelle.
This is definitely the most people you've had to abandon at once.
Grab a kobold and run.
Those kobolds are actually full dead.
God damn.
Fala, but Fala's way in there.
Yeah, Fall's way in there.
I think it's Free and Carling grab Jex and go.
If possible.
Yeah, sad. Well,
Badge.
Yeah. Trian, I understand you're thinking sad. What are your thoughts about the fact that even if you leave and even if you can find a way to get everyone's bodies back and this ritual does destroy them and you can, revive them, that you're once again making the decision to leave and let the house be destroyed?
Free, I think, obviously, like, sentimental about the house, she's done a lot here and grown. I think she's more frustrated that she's wondering if something bad is going to happen.
She's more frustrated that what?
You're
That
cutting
something
out real
bad's
bad.
going to happen. That they're going to actually.
So this
Has
is it's
died.
it's Heath this
Oh.
time, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Heath this time.
The curse. Hello?
Hi.
Okay. Let's see. Can you still hear me if I'm speaking in full sentences?
Yes.
Hmm.
Perfect. Did you hear anything from before? No.
What you're
You
most
might as well
frustrated?
start over.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
you're most? Yeah. Go ahead.
So as sentimental as she is about the house, her biggest frustration is that she keeps getting put in situations where something bad is going to happen, and they're going to get to summon their demons or whatever the fuck they're doing here, and she just has to leave it and let it happen.
Yeah. You don't have to, but yeah.
I mean, leave or die trying, and there's so many other bad things that are happening elsewhere in the city too.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some frustration that if we were going to lose anyway, we could have left to begin with and maybe come back with all of our people. I don't have to roll for divine intervention anymore, and the thought passes her mind, but again, the whole city is under attack, and this is just night one.
Yeah. I mean, it's
There's
up to
going to be
you.
some like world ending shit, probably.
I mean,
An abyss, a portal to the abyss opening up in the middle of a city is world-ending shit, and I want you to understand that.
Yeah. And it's also only night one, and Espius implied that this is going to be several days.
Right, but if we don't live past night one, like, the
Yeah.
nights are going to get worse and worse if we don't actually deal with our issues. Right?
Mm-hmm. So I've been thinking about it since the start of the session. Like, do we just get rid of this one thing? This is our one win?
If this is our one win, I will take this being our one win. Like, fully.
How specific do I have to be for divine intervention? Can I just ask God to, like, stop this ritual? Or do I have to ask for something specific?
you don't have to get specific at all.
All right, perfect.
Do you just want to do that?
You could be like, bring all my friends back
Well,
to
this
full
wizard-
health. Pleek, pleek.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing.
What was that?
Can you just be like, God, hey God, can you cast a mass heal on my fucking behalf?
Um, I will say the final decision does come to Kellenborg.
About how to interpret it or whether or not to grant it?
No. Granting it will happen almost certainly either way, but just about what it is.
Okay. Because, yeah, Freeze, like, she would like her friends back. She would like this ritual stopped. So if she just sends out a plea to help, and Kellenborg has an idea of how that would best come about.
All right.
All right,
right.
Free is going to invoke her divine
The
intervention.
wizard
which does-
spontaneously crumples like a soda can. Sorry.
Flat out. I forgot that you had divine intervention. You could just do whatever. Then, like, I know you. We all see me as pretty Machiavellian. I did not like stop you here and go, "All right, Free, it's big decision time." I'm sitting here knowing you have divine intervention. Um.
No, I've
All
been
right.
chewing on it since like yesterday.
No, I guess
Like,
that
if
makes
it's gonna be
sense, but like,
replaced with
fuck.
divine intervention.
Okay. So this guy's looking down at you, just trying to get you to stop killing this thing. He's taking out all your friends, and Carling says, "We can just leave the place, and like, we'll just have to try to survive. We'll sacrifice all this." And what do you say in response?
I am tired of running. I want this done.
Okay. And then you divine intervention?
Is, despite her several attempts, never successfully invoked. So she's not entirely sure what to expect.
But one thing is for certain, you want this done. And oh, Heath has disconnected.
No, I'm here.
Oh, that was weird.
I'm in Roll20. I'm in Discord.
Oh, you disconnected from Roll20 for a second. All right. So
Hmm.
you call in your god, and this time you say, "This time you are going to help." And you're in the basement of Trollskull Manor. Archmages, even if they're kind of squishy, are very sort of difficult to deal with because they have saving throws for all of the main mental stats, and they're very good at positioning to avoid having to deal with any saving throws from other stuff, and they have magic resistance. However, one thing that they are pretty weak to are charisma saving throws from a source that isn't a spell, which this guy just failed the save against.
Oh, charisma save. What might that be?
The first time that you guys were in level 6, the lost level of the dungeon, and Uli was talking to all of the spirits for the first time. Uli said that this place in the dungeon wasn't his home. And way up at the very top, a detail that I'm sure all of you forgotten by now. Yeah, there. Jex found, oddly enough, what seemed to have been a spoon that fell off the counter and clattered on its own accord.
Does it
And
slip?
in this
A best
moment,
friend lift?
you all hear, just for a second, an entire chair upstairs fall over. And a moment later, Driven fails a saving throw against possession.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Because, you did just ask the god of death for a favor. And looks around for a moment and blinks.
Rhea also looks around.
Yeah, to free a chair fell over upstairs, presumably because someone moved it, and then nothing
Because
else
her house is
happened.
falling to pieces.
Yeah.
I think Rhea sees the chair fall upstairs and she's like, oh shit, for some reason it didn't work. Our house is still falling to pieces.
And he says after a moment, "Yes, I agree. Let's get this done. This is awful what they've done with the place." Looking up at the
Were it
ceiling.
not for free, good insight.
Oh,
She might think this was villain gloating.
I think you can almost feel it as well, and his accent changes. Jex and Uli both make death saves, which is kind of, against the general vibe of the moment, but no one roll on that one.
Well,
It's not that one.
It's not a nat 1.
it's not
Okay.
that one.
Soranaz is confused for a moment and says in Elvish, actually, no one can understand this anymore. It says something in Elvish, and this guy repeats something in Elvish. Yeah?
Sorry, was Liv a half elf or just a regular elf?
Liv was a half-elf.
Oh, okay. Confusing
and-
ass fucking moment.
Repeats something in Elvish. I have to make some quick insight checks. Soranaz, you're so goddamn stupid. And is going to walk on over here and just casually it's just gonna casually 8th level finger of death this thing.
Incredible. Yippee!
And dies. And Soranaz says, what the... actually, I think Soranaz is just generally too scared to do anything and confused. Someone
Orders
could
have
try
changed too rapidly.
Someone could try an intimidate check, but it would automatically succeed. Carling's going to rush over here to medicine check. Jex. And succeeds. This thing is dead. Free, it is your turn.
We're going to need Uli's help to carry Philomore upstairs.
Yeah.
Whoa. My single final spell slot be upon ye. Free hasn't gotten this low in a while.
Yippee!
Pap, pap.
It's going to walk.
That's a decent
over
amount,
here.
And as she is laying her hands down to cast Cure Wounds, hands visibly over their biceps so that Uli doesn't kill what's-his-name.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
to
Uli
assist-
doesn't just wake up and start swinging.
To assist with this, Liv says, hello, I've never actually had the chance to formally introduce myself. I am, once was the proprietor of this tavern. Liv, we've met. I recall you very well. Hello? It's
Yeah.
Free and Uli, correct? I haven't...
Uli's like completely stunned, just like laying on the ground, mouth open, like. But you got just destroyed or
Evaporate?
exercised or something.
No, I was... It was definitely not a fun state of being to be in. I had a quick conversation with Kellenvor before coming here, thanks to Free again, and I see his perspective on why undead shouldn't stick around now. That was worse than being in the afterlife, for sure. But I was around.
Sorry about the 3 or more destructions of this house, I suppose.
Well, I'm glad you decided to stay and stop this one.
Free looks up at the hole in our ceiling
Oh, that
and
can
thinks
be
about the
patched.
destruction of our first floor, and she gives a grimace.
Oh, yes, that reminds me. I have a lot of arcane knowledge right now, and he walks over here and pops the ritual closed. The whole thing
Obsessed.
stops. Ah, I'm
Uli
afraid
points at the drow in the corner. What about this guy?
the frozen one or this one?
The frozen one.
Actually, as you say this, Soranaz notes Zoran's like being dead over here and goes, "No!" Oh, actually, I could get his help with something. Yes, just actually, Uli, you understand it in Elvish. Sorno's actually like overcome by emotion. Will try to run past you guys to get to the frozen statue if you let him.
As long as he's not trying to like leave.
You don't think so, but he gets over here, and Leif walks over. I'll talk to him for his assistance in a moment. I'm afraid I can't stay long. You know how it is. God of Undeath brought me back. God of Death brought me back. Not Undeath. Not Undeath. I'm so sorry.
Someone fucking hacked her divine intervention.
Yes, God of Death brought me back for just a moment so that I could be fully and correctly processed, as it were. So, while I have this moment, I'd like to say thank you to you both for everything. I grew up on the streets, alone except for a cat, and I wanted to make a place where no one would have to feel like me, and I didn't do it because there were weird witch puppets in the basement. But
oh, so you knew about those too? Then.
Yes, that's where I died.
Mm.
But you've Reets and Nikos and the kobolds and, as you call them, the idiot squad. And even all of you've made this place a place where so many people can feel safe, and like tomorrow is something to look forward to. And so I want to thank you for that, and pass along my thanks to Artemis and Parisian as well.
I'm not sure if we should tell Parisian.
It'd be good to meet you properly.
Yes. Yeah. Regardless, as I mentioned, I can't stay long, so free if you want. Oh, do you want to know what the deal with this thing was?
If you think it'll be relevant going forward. But I don't have the curiosity that Parisian does.
Oh, I don't really think it will be relevant. It's just to sate your curiosity. Carling will ask for Parisian's sake. Yeah, you know what? Tell us the deal with whatever this thing was. And Liv says, that is the current youngest member of House Freth, or it was.
Or he thinks about like the youngest
Okay.
adult that we might have met from Freth, and only a second later it's like, oh, the baby.
Yes, yes, Drow have a lot of dealings with demons, and they should probably keep those dealings more professional, or else things like this will happen. Well, all that being said, hello, young man, he says in Elvish. Just so you are aware, your paramour over there was recently murdered by the man whose body I am currently inhabiting. I will have to depart soon, but I would appreciate it if this man's body is not alive when I do. So, if you would care for any revenge, any, just sort of, bares his throat, and if no one stops him, Sornaz, through tears and anger does it. It's immediately.
Fucking
Oh,
amazing.
just like killing blow.
Yeah. Oh no, wait! That's 2d8 cold damage!
No, I can at least have that. Or if we care about this guy, I'm not sure if we do.
Sornos survives it. Jeremy is slit in a corner. He's sort of slit in a corner, and his body falls down. And there is just one moment where a mustachioed, spectral figure appears, and
Hello.
one last time says, I'm probably going to go to a neutral afterlife for all I've, done against Kalimvor's sort of ideals, but, I think I can make a neutral afterlife a much more exciting place to be. And then, finally, correctly, Lith passes.
Hooray.
Carling's over here like, you're a traitor to your house now. You can't go back to them. I'll tell them. We're locking
Like
you up in the
immediately
basement.
starts trying to like get this fucking milk
We're on
toast
our
drought on
side.
our side. Oh my god.
Okay. Let's bring a bunch of people upstairs, I guess. And we are going to move away from this scene as Free, you begin to ask Carling more about why he thought you just had to remain until dawn.
They.
Did I say he?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay. We'll move to something that was happening concurrently. Okay.
All right, person Artemis.
Nope.
How's your night going?
Percy and Artemis aren't getting to sleep.
Oh no, the kids.
The kid.
Oh,
I see
jeez.
Humphrey's name.
Yeah, the girl picked something up right before we went into the combat.
Don't do this to us, SP.
Our
Okay.
daughter.
Let me give you guys something that you can all see quickly. Gosh, okay, let me put Jet. Ugh. Okay. Something you can all see. I'm gonna put Artemis in the corner. Ignore that she's there.
Okay. No one can
Artemis
see her.
in the corner.
Invisible Artemis.
Who the fuck is
The
that?
fucking guy. The shape changer bitch.
The whore.
Two kobolds have been sort of bloodily placed onto the ground. And Humphrey is in the act of throwing a weapon onto the ground and is just saying, okay, listen, we're not gonna fight you because that's a bad idea, right? And none of you fight him. And Humphrey turns to the kids and is like, okay, listen, you're not gonna hurt the kids, right? And he says, that was never my intention. As I said before, I also do not wish any violence upon these people. Humphrey says, okay. I mean, it's better than looks down at Bloody Kobold, which he... Only because Humphrey quickly turned this into a surrender are these kobolds still alive. And... Willifort nods and says, then step out of the way. And Humphrey puts his head down and stands to the side. And as he steps forward, he says, once again, excellent work, Lark. And the small rat with a little bow around its neck says, oh, yeah, no. Once I figured out that they were just treating that rat, safe because it had the bow on its neck, I knew all the movements these guys were making. And Willifort begins to step forward. Now, Mistress Elzarina, Master Terenzio, I will need to insist that you, for the moment, separate from these other children. I have a coach waiting for you outside with someone to bring you there, and will very quickly bring you to your father. Won't that be nice? And the kids look at each other, and they remember what Free said, but there's not much they can do at the moment. And then the door opens, and Willifort turns around and says, Coach Driver, is there some sort of issue? Yes. There's a really big issue. And then Bonnie smashes him with a hand that turns into a claw midway through.
That's my girlfriend.
As soon as she showed him, like, I hope that's Bonnie.
The stutter.
Even before she spoke, I'm like, ooh, generic NPC. That's Bonnie. That's our girl.
Immediately,
I'm so excited. I
Immediately-
smacked my glasses on my face and they broke.
Immediately, Nat, still holding on to Dawn, makes a quick motion with the one hand that's not holding anything. Squidly rushes to a window, and in seconds, this window that was definitely locked a second ago is open, and Squidly's motioning kids outside. And
Our kids
Love
are so
that.
cool.
Oh my god.
Willafort's midway through being smashed in the face by Bonnie and says, Lark? Yeah, I'm on it! And quickly vanishes, invisible, but still there are wing beats that go in the direction that the children were going.
Whatever, go
And-
my scarab.
Willowfort turns and says, You know, I really should have known I would have to deal with you eventually. Same here. Humphrey's just awkwardly standing here.
Yeah, Humphrey.
Humphrey.
I can't believe it. You were all gung-ho about doppelgangers taking over the city, but all you've done since you've gotten here is suck Asmodeus's dick. I've found an even higher purpose than our mere, the 5 of us taking over Waterdeep. And besides, I should have killed you. Well, some leader you made. What sort of doppelganger has a stutter? And his hands
yourself.
turn into
Wow.
sharp golden spikes, and she's ready with hammer hands as well. And we once again shift to a different scene.
Oh my god.
If you kill my girlfriend, you rat fuck, I will end your stupid bitch life.
Oh, I'm just gonna flip a coin to see who dies. They're evenly statted.
If you kill my girlfriend, you rat fuck.
Mm-hmm. All right. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Hey, guy.
Avi and Embrick are like upstairs in the house going like, should we go check on... Can we leave?
All right.
Humphrey
It's
pulls a
obvious if they
floon.
lose.
Humphrey pulls a floon and saves Bonnie at the last second. He hits the other guy over the head with like a bookend.
Yeah,
We have
exactly.
weapons!
Roll to hit.
This is a forge! Where did you find that bookend?
All right.
I'm not proficient with weapons.
Hold on. Let me know. Can everyone see everything
Oh.
now?
Yes.
I
Yep.
don't like
Okay.
the music.
Outside of the house, there are whispers, and then quick. I'm not getting anything. My brother has failed. Grab The Last of Us. And bum 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 bum. Outside of the house, a couple of people shift out of another building and begin to move towards Trollskull Manor.
Oh, a couple.
You know, a couple.
Oh,
Also,
we're
the
Just a couple.
highest tier stat block of, the entire house.
Yeah.
They all immediately begin rushing. And then, right at the last second, perhaps it took a little longer to get over the edge of the city that is curving up into the sky. But the sun shines out. And all the drow, of course, immediately covered their eyes and hate it. And she says, Silence! Keep moving! This is why we got out. Once we are in the building, there will be no concern about the sun. Inside, all of you just barely make out the sun outside. And Carling says, Okay, so, on the way here, I was grabbing the charge hunters, and I was trying to find other allies, and there were people who I ran into that I thought would help you, but they didn't, because they don't take orders. But they did agree that there would be a good strategic moment. Elsewhere,
Okay. Who?
in Trollskull Alley, the sun begins to rise.
You know her. You love her. It's dawn.
Fuck, which one of these? There we go. Now, what you see up in the sky is the sun. I know many of you have never seen it before. But I do not want you to be distracted.
Oh my God.
Most of the time, it helps others to see in the dark that we can. But today, the sun is our friend. Because once again, we have found a perfect reason why the drow are so much more inferior than goblins. Azrok's Legion!
Yeah! I've been hoping Azrael would show
Fucking
up.
incredible.
Forward!
Big Daddy Azzy.
Goblins begin surging out the second that sunlight sensitivity is a problem for drow.
Fucking beautiful.
And
With Professor Oak.
Errol Freth turns over. Oh, there's a lot of interesting names in there if you can find the time.
Yeah.
And Errol Freth turns over and sort of tilts her head for a moment. Oh, it's goblins, and they're charging us like that's something to be concerned about. And as a maxed out level warlock, she is going to maximum upcast an insect plague in their direction. And then, invisibly, right across the street from Trollskull Manor, with greater visibility cast on her, Praetor Creepa simply counterspells it.
My God!
And in that moment, Errol stutters for a moment. All right, we have no such disadvantage. Darkness is across the front. We will fight on even grounds then. And as darknesses fill the front line, the first one to get there is Azrok.
Baby!
So good.
Yeah, heads are, like, disappeared in a moment instantaneously. And as the rest of everyone else gets here, it's pure controlled chaos. Bugbears throw goblins just into the crowd to try to cause as much chaos as possible.
Beautiful.
And nothing's going on. A lot of the drow here begin to see the writing of the wall as a lot of their house has slowly been killed. Real wars don't end when one side is killed. Real wars end when one side no longer wants to fight. As drow begin to flee in the other direction, despite Errol's, "Stay here, you fools! We're the victorious house!" However, I was wrong again about my comment about real wars ending with not with one side being killed. Because this isn't a real war. This is an extermination.
Tyler Kana.
As Azrok's Legion, the members of Stromkuldur, ready and informed about the drow in Trollskull Alley, close in from both sides. And Errol Freth is still screaming out orders, still getting spells counterspelled, when Azrok takes her head off.
Oh my God.
And
My mommy eat my daddy.
there, at the very first light of the second day, we will end this session.
My mommy and my daddy.
Fucking beautiful.
Oh.
How does it feel for all of you to be the first people who actually sided with Azrok's Legion?
Really?
Really good.
God.
Feels correct.